I squeezed my way through the endless amount of dirt, seeing the same bugs, same plants. But this is what I'm made for, was it not? Wiggling through soil and rocks for the rest of time. The surface, somewhere I've only heard tales about. Up there live birds. If I was to dare to go up there, I could be eaten, swept up by their giant claws, or so they say. And don't forget the blazing sun that would dry me to a crisp. But still, how could I be afraid of something I have never seen? A giant ball of fire in the sky, claws from a bird that could crush me. But what if it was all just to scare me? To keep me trapped in a pit of wonder, to forever be lost in the depths of the earth, just constantly eating through soil. Could I be more than that? No, I want to be more. But what I do not know, it's a feeling I cannot yet describe, but one I long for. What would I even do if I was to surface? I wasn't made to last up there. I would be wandering food for all those beasts to feast upon. But maybe there is a way for them not to see me? I had to quickly move. The storm was coming, and I would drown if not careful. Wiggling through the pre-made tunnels from bugs before me, I need to banish those foolish ideas. They will only get me killed. I had to stay on track. My purpose was down here. I lived to feed the soil. I lived to follow the path. The one that is safe, tight, damp and cold, even lonely. If I was to reach, will I tumble? If I was to seek, could I fall? If I was to run, might I get trapped? I will never know unless I face it. I have made my decision. I must search for the truth. I turned around, feeling a force call from me from above. I could feel the vibrations shake through the ground from the surface crawlers. A surge of energy pushed me upwards. There it was. I broke through the surface. A wondrous glow shined down on me from the welcoming sun. Above me rose tall trees. A beautiful wall of life surrounds me. Birds lurked up in the shadows above. Are they as dangerous as they say? One sat not far in front of me. I froze. It took flight, and leaves followed behind in the wind. I then relaxed. The creature flew so effortlessly. It wasn't bound to the ground. The wind gently lifted it up towards the clearing above. What was up there? Could there be more beyond the trees? More animals? The birds did not in fact hurt me. I found myself watching the glorious creatures. The birds danced around in the sky as the wind twirled around them. I couldn't help but wonder, could I dance with them? Could I lift off the ground and let the wind take me? I sat in the moment. They were wrong. The surface is a wondrous place, filled with so many exciting new things. But then I quickly snapped out of my wonder when reality hit. I was burning. Frantically I dug back into the ground. My vision grew blurry and my body numb. How long had I been sitting there? It doesn't matter. My skin was already so flaky. I slowly dug through the dirt. Moving in pain just reminded me how much of a fool I was. I am not a bird. I am not a creature of the wind. I am not meant to see what's above the treetops. They were right. It's just not possible for me. I do not belong up there. I continued to slowly wiggle through the dirt. My body in pain, I found myself in a tiny cave. A small stream of water trickled down the lumpy surface of the ground. I wiggled closer and looked at my reflection. Water is so dangerous to my kind, so easily killed by it, and yet here it looks so defenseless, so pure. I saw my crumbling skin. How much longer will I last? My view was then blocked by a giant leaf floating along the stream. What was it doing down here? You should be dancing in the wind with the other leaves. You are not meant to be here, but somehow you are. Its edges curled up from being dried in the sun. The leaf had patches eaten out of it by bugs. It looked so broken, so damaged. And yet the leaf continued to float along the water so gracefully. I could hear the wind howl from above. Looking at the fallen leaf, it was now lost and forgotten. It had tumbled off its natural track of the wind. The leaf floated off the water now, sitting on the damp ground. It flaked just like my skin. The poor leaf can't move anymore, so it has just accepted its fate, to forever be stuck in a cold, damp cave, never to feel the light on one's skin again, to never feel the breeze beneath it. Is this what I will become? If I stay down here any longer, could I turn into that leaf? I can't stay here any longer. I must try. I must try once more, one more chance. I must see what's above the trees. The hissing sound of the tree leaves grew louder as I neared the surface. I popped up my head once more. Looking frantically around, I saw birds perched on the branch. They hadn't attacked me before, but will they this time? I don't want to wait and find out. I wiggled across the bumpy forest floor. I had my eye on a curled up green leaf. I sneaked on top of it. Will this work, or will a big bird end my journey right here? They squawked above me, hidden by the leaves. I couldn't ponder on that question any longer. I waited. I was shaded by the leaf, although I did peek out my head to see the clearing up above. The bright sun calling me. I am coming, I thought. Oh, how I hope this works. I heard the sound. It's coming. The wind came rushing through the forest. Its breeze picked me up. I held on tight, gripping the leaf with my teeth. A flock of birds took off with the wind. Do I dare look? I glanced up and saw the birds flying right alongside me. Their feathers shined with the evening sun. They don't seem so scary up here. I looked beyond the birds and saw the mountains that stretched across the gorgeous landscape, and the river that weaved through the trees, and the grey clouds in the distance that will soon arrive. But that didn't matter. Right now the gentle sun was warming my core. With the gorgeous view, I sat in the moment and realized where I am. I am a part of the wind. I am now with the birds. I have seen all that I have longed for. Where will I go next? I am not sure. But wherever I go, I am fulfilled knowing that I am free.